There's a secret set in Madden 25 Ultimate Team, which absolutely every single person should be completing, that spits out a free 93 overall player. Let's talk about it. Now, Salsa family, and welcome back to another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. Hope you watching this one are having an unbelievable start to your day. Hope you have an awesome weekend, and without further ado, let's get this one started. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Let's expose this set and go over the strategy you want to follow to get this one done for the cheapest price possible. Go to your sets and go to the program stocking stuffer. Now, there's only one set in here, and EA just put it in the game yesterday. Now, it's called the Stocking Stuffer Token Champion Exchange, and the way this works is pretty simple. You put in every single 87 overall stocking stuffer, all 32, and then you're going to get all 32 of them back in return, plus the stocking stuffer upgrade token. And you probably guessed it, the numbers on this can be very simple. If you go through and buy these 87s at the right price, you can sell all of them back and potentially make a profit, or just break even and get left over with your stocking stuffer upgrade token for free. Now, I know that can sound like a lot of work because you do need to go through and snipe 32 cards in this game, but I've got a very interesting strategy for you guys to follow that's going to ensure you're finding snipes and ensure you're potentially making profit when you get this done. Oh yeah, and by the way, just to clarify, the stocking stuffer upgrade token is what's going to be required to take an 87 overall stocking stuffer player up to a 93 overall card. So say, for example, you want to do Sean Murphy Bunting, you want this card for free. Well, all you would have to do is put in the token in the 87 overall player, and that'll boost him up to the 93. If you want to buy the token in the store, it's 5,000 snow. That's the equivalent of like 350k in coin value. Now, how are we going to get this set completed? Well, it's pretty simple. You're going to have to go through and buy every single 87 overall stocking stuffer at 10% less than they sell for on the auction block. Now, why do I say 10%? Well, 10% is EA Sports' tax, meaning if we go through here and take this Khalif Raymond at 35,000 coins, that works because we know we can go through and sell him off for 39k. We just saw that was the most expensive card on the block right here. If I buy this card at 35 and I sell him for 39, I'm actually making like 1,000 coins of profit after tax. It's pretty negligible though. So essentially what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to buy every single one of these players at 10% less than they sell for. Christian Benford is an example. As you guys can see, I only see cards up for 35k, so I'm probably not gonna take this. We would need to find this card at 32 or less. And essentially what I would recommend you guys do is just go through and check these cards. You're basically just scrolling down and clicking X. You're scrolling down and clicking X. Tyler Lockett is an example. We see him up for 33, meaning we'd probably want to buy this card at about 30,000 coins. Now, as I was going through and doing some of the sniping for this video, I also discovered an unbelievable website called MUT Exchange. I'm going to pop this up on the screen right here so you guys can see it, but essentially what this is going to do is it is going to automatically update and show me the best snipes in the market at all times. So as you can see, it says that Cameron Jordan's 87 can be purchased at 31,000 coins. That looks like the best snipe in the market. So I'm going to go to Cam Jordan, I'm going to filter on this card, and we're going to refresh a couple times until we see that snipe posted up. Now, the very interesting thing about this site is sometimes it's actually quicker than the auction block. So on the screen right here, you guys can see it says Cam Jordan at 31,000 coins, also a Sean Murphy Bunting at 19. And let's actually take a look at Sean Murphy Bunting. Let's get a little bit distracted right here because the snipe said it was posted for 19k, and as you guys can see, we find that card for 19k. That's actually a little bit of profit. That's insane. So this site is absolutely overpowered. It is the best way possible to find your deals. TJ Hawkinson is the next card that it says is posted up for a good price. Again, this site is scraping basically all the auction block data in Madden. It said 33k for TJ Hawkinson. Like I was talking about, sometimes the website is a little bit quicker than the game. So we're going to take a couple refreshes on the card, and I always recommend you do that. Now, obviously, sometimes someone can beat you this snipe, so it won't pop up every single time, but we will take a couple refreshes. If I don't see it after like 2 or 3 refreshes, I'll probably just give up and try the next card that's posted. Now, as I was making this video, I was also thinking to myself, this site is too overpowered to not show you guys. It's called MUT.exchange, and there's also a ton of other pretty crazy features on this site. You can literally go through and see the most profitable sets in the game at all times. You can find snipes on this snipe spotter. You don't need to just look at the stocking stuffer players. Like this snipe spotter, it will show you cards on the entire auction block. You can find insane deals. Obviously, there's an 82 Elgin Jenkins that says to snipe, but I was playing around with this yesterday and I was finding 93 overall players and making profit when I bought them. And again, because the site is so sick, I did go through and actually message the owner over on Twitter, and I was like, I'm going to talk about this in a video. Is there any way I can get a discount for anyone that wants to give this a go? Because I believe it is subscription service based, but it's only only going to cost you about like 20 bucks a month, which is actually an awesome deal. It's way better than buying a special offer in the store. You're going to make way more coins than that. So I hit up the owner over on Twitter, and if you want to try out this site, put in the promo code SWIFT and you'll get a 5% off discount. If you guys want to give it a go, I'm going to leave it linked in the description. So let's continue using this snipe spotter to our advantage. It says that Xavier Leggett is the next card to buy. For me personally, I'm actually getting kind of close to having all the cards needed in the set. We're at 15 out of 32, so not every single card that gets posted up I'm going to need to buy. Xavier Leggett right here, it says it's going to be posted up for 30. We'll take a couple refreshes. We'll try and find that card right there. And again, this is really all I've been doing to find my deals. And here we go. Like I said, sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the deal to pop up. That took like 30 to 45 seconds, which is insane. The deal literally pops up on this site before it pops up in the game, which is crazy. So we just found Xavier Leggett at 30k. Again, we can sell this card back for 35. We can literally make profit on this, or worst case scenario, we break even and we get our token for free. Like, this is a little bit too easy and a little bit too overpowered by using this site. Now, obviously, if you're not using the site, you can still go through, filter down on each of these cards, find your deals. It's not going to be super difficult, but the site just helps you a ton. Now, also, another tip I want to show you guys is in terms of selling these cards, you can overprice these cards just a little bit, because a lot of the time what people will do when they're just buying these 87s is they're going to go to the zero chill sets, they're going to go to the 90 overall set right here, and a lot of the time people will just filter through this set to buy their 87 overall player. So as you guys can see, it says these cards are selling for 37k. If you post a card up for 36k, it probably should sell, which is a little bit more expensive than the cards will sometimes go for just naturally on the auction block. So I think that's an interesting tactic, and it should help you sell your cards for a little bit more of an expensive price. It's not as consistent and it's going to take a little bit longer, but that also would work. All right, let's get back to the snipe spotter and continue to find more deals. The awesome thing about this is the fact that it automatically just refreshes and it'll just continue showing you cards over and over and over again. Obviously, I right now am filtered down by stocking stuffer, but if you wanted to go to the entire market, bro, you can find deals like every second on this. It's crazy. Okay, two other important parts to this that I did not mention. Number one, the token you get can be flipped around to any stocking stuffer at any point. It's not like they're the upgrade player where if you put snow in, you're not going to get everything back in return. No, you can flip these around really easily. I would honestly recommend you probably go Sean Murphy bunting right now, and then eventually when you don't need that cornerback card, you get a free 93 overall defensive tackle. I don't believe there are any offensive linemen, but Jalen Carter as a free 93 for overall purposes, for playing in specific roles, will be awesome on your team. So this token, unlike picking a free BND player, almost has more long-term value because it can be any of these cards. It can be moved to any of these cards at one time. That just makes this even more valuable. And additionally, when you're going through to sell off your players, it is a necessity. You are selling your card for the most expensive of their recent sales. Example right here, Ted Hendricks. If I went to sell this card off, I would be selling him at 135k, not 127k. It is critical that whatever their most recent sale is, you put your card up for that price. If the card sold within the past 30, 45 minutes, even 2 hours for that number, you can expect it's going to sell at that price again. And that's realistically just going to generate you maybe 3 to 4k per card, but on a total holistic basis, you're selling off 32 cards. So you're going to want to get as much value as you can. And realistically, you can probably profit or at least break even and get this done. And again, this set, it feels like an absolute must. Until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya. Peace.